Okay, I'm going to explain a new feature that I'm calling intelligent properties. So I'm just going to go ahead and start using it because there really is no user interface actually. It just kind of automatically works in the background. So we're going to insert a pocket, and this is something new. When you insert an instruction, it's now going to ask you which tool you want to use. So I'm going to pick tool number 3 here. I'm going to insert a second pocket and pick tool number 1. Or sorry, tool number 4, which is a 1-inch tool. Okay, so let's look at the first instruction here that uses tool 3. Now when I insert this, and along with this tool down here, you can see that it just kind of brings up the default properties, okay? And this is the way that it's always worked. So things like the step over and the cleanup and the ramp down angle, these sorts of things, we found that these properties usually correlate to the particular tool that you're using. So if I change this to, say, 3/8, and the cleanup to say 20 thou, and the ramp down angle to say 8 degrees, I'm probably going to use these same properties for any pocket that I ever make that uses this same tool number 3. So that's what this system does. This system remembers that I made these changes for tool 3 in a pocket instruction, and the next time you have a pocket instruction, regardless of the file or the CAD drawing that you're using, it just automatically defaults it to use these particular values here, okay? So we made those changes there, 3/8 and then 20 thousandths and 8 degrees, so just kind of remember those for tool number 3. And now for our pocket that uses tool number 4, we're going to change these to something else. We'll say 1/2 inch for the step over, and the cleanup will do 30 thou, and the ramp angle will do 12 degrees. Okay? So now we clearly have different values for the tool 3 and the tool 4. Okay, so there they are. So now I'm going to go ahead and just make a new program, just a brand new program. And I don't want to save the last one. And now I'm going to come over here and insert a pocket instruction. I'm going to tell it that we're going to use the 3/4 inch. And you'll see magically our default values are now the same values that we used in the last program. So now if I add 10 pockets that all use this same tool 3, these values that are probably going to be the best values for this tool, they're always just going to fill in there, okay? So let's insert another pocket instruction, and this time we'll pick tool number 4, which is that 1 inch that has slightly different values, and you can see those show up here as well, okay? So, and this works not for all properties in an instruction, but just for the properties that we feel best apply. Something like the depth, you would not want that to copy over, because in one CAD drawing, you might want to take the selected geometry and go down, say 1/2 inch or something like that. But that's really specific to that particular file. That's not something that's global. But something like the step over probably is global, and that's going to, you want it to tag that along with the tool number. Okay, so one more thing I want to show here is if we come over here to say this number 2, which uses, or instruction number 2, which uses tool number 4, and we change our tool number to this other tool, number 3, you can see it now brings up this page here that asks you if you want to change these 3 values that we had previously entered, if you want to keep those the same as were already in the pocket instruction, or if you want to change those so they kind of come off of the tool. And you can select these, right? So you can say we want to do the ramp, we don't want to do the ramp angle, we don't want to do the cleanup, or you can just turn them all off, and then you won't, and then basically nothing will be changed here. So let's go ahead and just do that. If I just click OK, now we have 1/2 inch still here, the 12 degrees and the 30 thou. So these did not get updated with our tool. And so let's just go ahead and select it again, which will bring up this page again here. And let's just leave them all selected this time. Hit OK, and now we can see that all of our values have been updated, and which follows the properties for the tool. Okay, thanks.